tough for me to. You're right. I think EXECRATION have a greedy draft, and I would, even though EHOME have made their fair share of mistakes in this particular series, LD, I think I have to give the draft edge over to EHOME, even though it's a bit interesting to say the least. Is Chemo and Old 11 will spot
Oh, come on, you're
out.
Ogre. You have 8 armor. What are you doing, Chemo?
You can
hit
man
him.
up. You can man
hit
up.
him.
Oh, and 11 taunting him with dropping the observer wards down on the ground. But we have a moment to talk about predictions, LD, and what do we got here? Total number of player deaths at a game's end.
Okay, so first question is, will it be a quick game? And then the second question is, how active of a game will it be? I think it will be a very split push ratty game.
Yes.
So I think kills will be relatively low, but it could be a long one. So let's go in the middle there. Let's go 26 to 40.
Okay. Player with the first triple kill. Axe, maybe? Because of dunks?
I think Axe is going to have a hard time running in with the number of stuns there are.
Dying? Nah.
I'm liking our Marana here.
Okay.
I'm liking old chicken.
All right, we'll go with that. Be teleport canceled by a stun by 10 minutes.
Oh, come on, yes.
I think that has to be yes. Team who places the most observer wards by game's end, I'd say EHOME probably because of how well they played with Vision last game. I wouldn't be surprised if they could get some good Vision down. Agreed.
Let's go EHOME.
All right.
We're underway.
Here we go. It is going to be EHOME versus EXECRATION game number 3.
The battle begins.
And EXECRATION, I mean, we talked about the first game and how impressive it was for them to take a game off of EHOME, but it's not about taking a game off. It's about finishing the series and winning.
So this is a good read by EXECRATION. They recognize EHOME are looking to run an aggressive tri-lane. They're going to dodge. They're on the bat bottom. EHOME would crush an EXECRATION tri-lane. So I like this adjustment by them. Now, can they kill an Axe? I would say yes, they have a lot of nuke damage. Not at level 1, they'll at least need like a level 2, level 3 Morphling here. But I think Old 11 can just sit back and soak experience. I'm not so sure RR can. I think there's more kill potential here bottom for EHOME as they're going to start things off nice and early with the level 1 Mono Leak, and RR gets held in place.
He should be okay. Mana Leak is now gone. He's got one Fairy Fire, not to mention a salve, although the damage is significant. He has to salve up. And that's the danger of this lane, if they keep the tri-lane bottom. But the rotation mid, Chemo's coming through. Old Chicken, he's got no leap. He has arrow. He's level 2 now.
They don't have any damage on op-ed, though, so
yeah.
He'll be okay. I like this play by EXECRATION. While they could maybe kill the Axe, I think what they need more than anything is just to secure both of their cores farm out. Getting a reasonably timed Radiance will stall the game, will allow the rest of the team to scale, and just makes it annoying for EHOME. So ensuring both carries get farmed,
oh boy,
probably the play.
No creep wave here. They're diving underneath the tower.
I think he might. Oh, looks like he's
Fairy Fire? Nah. No, he breathes it in easy in that situation.
Is under attack.
All right, first blood.
This is just a cheesy, dirty tri-lane. Thing is, Batrider didn't go for Firefly level 1. You don't really want to.
I don't know if this is the play.
He has Firefly. He will skill it. And with that, EHOME have to disengage.
That is still a very dangerous play. And again, now he's below half HP. He's going to have to use his Tango to regen back up. iceiceice was looking to run, and Chemo's finally rotated up, but now I don't know. This feels dangerous, and it feels like EHOME have the advantage in laning, at least down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Ogre's very good against this type of tri-lane, though. There are a lot of AoE spread damage, and he's very tanky as an individual, so even if he dies, it probably means the Batrider lives a bit more, but it's not great. It's tough the bottom lane goes on. The key is try not to lose your tower too early, because Alk really needs jungle control to be able to farm, stack up creeps. If you die, they will quickly just mow this tower down with the AoE spam they have. So even if you don't farm much, the EXECRATION must limit the number of deaths here.
Top lane Old 11, Nando's walking in, still level 2. A level 2 waveform would be a nice bit of damage to be able to bring him down, but for now it's bottom. For RR again, we'll get to Cade, 2 stacks on him. And,
this is such a frustrating lane.
Oh, he's got an arcane room, that's gross. Oh my god.
I mean, the good news is it's only a level 1 decay, so it's still a pretty low base cooldown, but yeah, it's the dream undying rune, I would say, at this stage of the game.
Yeah, he just runs in, and he's doing it again to Chemo, and now Chemo, who's an inherently tanky Ogre Magi, is starting to get
the Windlace advantage? Actually, no, they both have it, but over with the lower base move speed, Lanham is going in.
He's got now 5 decay stacks. They're about to run out.
He doesn't actually have a stick here. Lanham may have overplayed his hand.
Oh, the Mana Leak though, and I don't think they
have another Ignite. Yeah. They're going to run into range of iceiceice. Oh. Rotation comes in from Tim's though. This was unexpected, but it's not enough damage. What? There you go. They get the kill. But now iceiceice moving forward. Riptide is going to hurt squishy supports. They turn back for Fenrir. They're going to let iceiceice have RR and instead look for the Fenrir secondary kill. Decent body blocking. Iceiceice going deep in the bottom lane. He will find the second, but so too will EXECRATION. So 2-2 the overall score.
Undying's back. Cold Lamb is ready to go.
And they're
people are out of mana completely.
Oh, if they lose Tim's here, it hurts a bit.
They're going to dive right into the tower and Soul Rip and get the kill for him. And now they're just going to say, okay,
no, they're going on iceiceice. Come back here, Naga.
What a bloodbath. God.
The good news for EXECRATION, though, Mod, is after all the musical lanes, they have 2 carries free farming here.
Yep.
Nando doing well in the Morph lane. Abed getting another bounty rune on the out.
Oh, that's beautiful for him. Top lane, they're
they
going
just have to stem the bleeding.
Ooh, Nando takes the counter. He looks waveform, but it's not enough damage. It's only level 2 waveform, and Nando might have
Needs the
overplayed his
strength
hand.
morph if he gets.
He's got no mana left. He's got 3 stick charges. He's blocked in now.
Oh, this is a costly death, but he does have the tango. He's his way through, so Old 11 has the move speed to continue pursuit. Not strength morph anymore, trying to bait this one, and while that's happening, a solo kill mid. Old Chicken with the double damage rune secures himself a crucial kill on an Alp who was snowballing, equalizes the net worth there. And EHOME are going to switch up the lanes now. They turn iceiceice top, they want him to catch up on levels. They feel like they've gotten enough done bottom, and they will leave just the support duo here in the bottom lane. They'll send Axe to the jungle, so EHOME trying to get the experience advantage now.
Tim's was spotted rotating up. They were trying to set something up, but as soon as they sold 11, they backed up immediately. That mid lane solo kill, don't know if it should have happened.
They had no rune vision. He had a double damage rune, and I think Out just got caught off guard. Like, yeah, you know Mirana has the rune, but you don't know it's a kill rune like a DD. So
the good thing for
unfortunate.
I mean, like that's a tough kill, but we've seen Alchemist be killed 2-3 times, but as long as he has, again, like you talked about, ancient stacks and bounty runes to fall back on, he should be fine. He still is sitting top of the net worth. Obviously, you want to be by top by a bit more, but here's going to be the Ignite. It's going to be dodged swiftly by Old Chicken, who leaps away. So he'll be able to get out the top lane. No, it's just Illusion is going to work on Nando. And Chemo is going to get some damage done to him. Not enough. He's
very low in HP here. And Fenrir channels up the long range, Illuminate, snipes him! Nando even had a ward to scout that out. That is an unacceptable blunder. Can't be making those mistakes in this kind of situation. Like, limiting your farm is one thing, but sticking around with low HP another. I think at this point they may have to send someone else top. Maybe the Bat Rider goes there, you get the bottom lane to the Morph lane. It needs the farm. He had a good start in the lane, but the death to the Axe now, the death coming again, this is just something that can't be happening for a Morph lane.
Yeah, I mean...
Or the near death to the Axe.
Yeah, that's a death that shouldn't be happening. You're right. Bottom lane, Fire Blast, they brought out Lanham, and he's going to be in some trouble with the 2 stacks of sticky napalm, and Nando, he's like, all right, I want to be involved in a kill, and he picks up the last hit as well.
I like this move by EXECRATION. They go for the lane swap, but they go for a kill before they execute the second half of the lane swap. So now RR will leave the lane. Nando will take it over. They get the kill, and now he'll go back to farming. So yeah, it was very sloppy play by him. He shouldn't have died, but Morphling can recover from this scenario. He's not that far behind where he's totally useless. And Abed is farming very well mid. All is not lost just yet for EXECRATION.
Certainly not, but they're going to leap forward and maybe use the Starstorm as well. Arrow out of mana, but Abed, he's got the ult
very soon.
He needs it
very soon. He's going to pop it. Is it in time? No, that last decay, just enough damage.
It's too good against a hero like Alchemist.
The caster jinx is real.
It's just, that's a tough play, a tough situation to be in. And oh, they have a Vanguard now for the Axe as well. Although no boots, but I don't think he really cares. He's having a pretty good time.
They're just sending Fenrir to wherever Nando lanes, so they're just not going to give this Morphle an easy time. Alk is going to have to carry, and that's where he can't be dying mid.
Yep. The TP rotations have not been happening mid, though. They've not really been focusing on keeping him alive. Maybe they know that he's already dead or it's too late in certain circumstances, but they could have been there a bit earlier to help him out. Old Chicken looking at the Ancients right now, and either to set up an arrow or just to make sure that there's no Ancient stacking being happening.
I think more checking the Ancients, as Alk is one of those heroes that can clear the big stacks. Being forced to pop us out, still having to buy a region at this stage of the game. You can see Lanham running for the decay, looking to deny that cell. This is incredibly irritating. Meanwhile, iceiceice just free farming up in the top lane.
Yeah.
Mirana continuing to relatively keep up with the Alk mid.
This is kind of what I was alluding to in the draft. It's like this aggressive early game, but you have ways to fall back
They
in the
have
late
the
game.
Sentry here for Chemo.
Yeah.
No real lockdown though.
Could have mana leaked him, but they decided against it. They do have Old Chicken coming in. He is going to be scouted to see if there's
Dire's middle
I think a
tower
back
is
call
under
from
attack.
EXECRATION. Looks like there will be. Fernando is again, well, like you said, they rotate down Fenrir and Alanum to make sure that he can't farm. And it's up to the Alchemist
Radiant's
essentially to
bottom
find
tower is
stacks,
under
to
attack.
find whatever he can to get a nice lead for himself. He has his armlet now, you know, but he's still not far enough ahead, I think, at this point in time.
Yeah, you got to keep on stacking for the Alch now. He is going to have to drag the team kicking and screaming back into this game. Get that Radiance, stall while the Morphling plays catch up. You will sacrifice
Radiant's
some towers.
bottom tower
Try
is
to
under
trade
attack.
for towers if you're Execration. Maybe look for pickoffs with the Finger of Death, which is what we see
Radiant's
them doing now.
bottom
They can
tower
rotate
has
into the
fallen.
jungle here. I don't think Old 11 is killable though, Mott. He's got
Yeah,
the
that
Vanguard.
Dire's
Two
top
supports
tower
cannot bring
is
this axe
under
down. In
attack.
fact, it might turn against them if they go in.
That extra 250 HP is so nice to have in this situation when you're against that burst.
And they're like,
Dire's
yeah, we're
middle
not
tower is under
touching
attack.
that. So they lose their tier 1 bottom. They do not find a kill. They do not press to the top tower. Not a very good trade for Execration. Alk is farming. That is the one ray of hope.
Nando is going to pick up a Dragon Lance, which I think is a good item. Allows him to fight early, but he's not quite there yet. He needs still the 2 bands of Elven Skin. Tim's is rotated down bottom. Vision-wise, Old Chicken will see him walk up, and he just doesn't have the range. TP comes out, and that's going to be Lottom heading to the top lane, trying to find some experience and gold. EHOME, I think, are just being more efficient with their lanes. I mean,
Yeah.
even if they rotate out of them all the time, it's still them getting the better end of the
Radiant's middle
trades.
tower
I think if
is
you're
under
Execration or one of their fans right now, you say a prayer to Ice Frog for the bounty rune luck. You need that Radiance timing ASAP. He gets a haste rune here, not ideal, but
Well, he's got a good stack here, at least.
it's just all about the Alk right now. And the thing is, he's not online, right? So the longer it takes for him to come online, the longer EHOME will outmap control you. Are going to look to aggressively take fights and continue pressuring as soon as they get the Axe Blink. Good news is iceiceice isn't farming all that well. Only a 2k net worth. I mean, it's because of the lane swapping for him. He hasn't just been able to sit and static farm. It's actually his own Mirana in the lead for now, but it's not like an explosive Naga performance by any means.
At this point, I mean, if you look at the net worth, this is 3 of the top 4 are in EHOME's favor. They're about to get more kills as Tim is going to get pushed
Friggin'
back.
Monolith!
Yeah,
God
Monolith
damn it,
is
says
gonna
Tim. And just gotta let him go.
Yeah, and he needs to get out too. The Starstorm will clean him up with the last right click from Fenrir getting the kill, but there's another hero coming in to cut off the path of the retreat, but he instead decides to not go for it. Old 11 just got boost finally. He can't quite chase after Nando's victim's waveform, so he's able to get under his own tower. But again, it's another hero going down, LV.
Execration are closing in on the Bat Blink. That's going to be their pickoff potential coming online. With a Finger of Death and or a Waveform, there's
Radiant's
some kill
top
potential
tower
here,
is
Mod.
under attack.
EHOME move in mid though. They're going to muscle up on RR, but right at that moment, the Dying Ultimate will end. 2-drop a ward though, so you can just see the EHOME game plan is we're going to park 3-4 heroes in your jungle, limit the Morphling's farm, limit the Alchemist's ability to farm stacks, and at the same time farm our carries. Just try to win the War of Starvation, and
Radiant's
part of that will be
middle
this move by
tower
Old
is under
Chicken.
attack.
Comes in mid, finds the arrow on him, leaps forward, gets off the double starfall, the K is there, secures the kill. That will likely mean the tower dropping as well.
Yeah, if this is just Lines not having a great game, getting caught out, 3 deaths, it's not that many, but
Illusion.
it's just he's not able to contribute because he's dead usually half
And
the time.
Fenrir going for an even deeper ward now, so even if they de-ward this one mid, if they do have a sentry over, can they go that extra level?
Songs available for iceiceice. They'll take a Ignite and
Radiant's
Fire Blast.
structures
Actually
are
doing some nice
fortified.
damage. They have 2 stacks with the Sneak and A-Bomb that are about to fall. Soul Rope will keep them alive, and they're still farming elsewhere with the Alchemist as well as Nando bottom.
Yeah, he got an illusion rune again. He's just not getting lucky with these bounties down the stretch.
Radiant's
Doesn't
middle
always matter on
tower
Alk,
is
but this
fallen.
is one of those games where it feels like it might.
Radiant's
He
top
has his
tower
relic
is under
now,
attack.
still the Radiance. Not ready yet. He's gonna buy the recipe. No,
He's
gonna buy the relic.
Yeah, he's trying to decide, and he's going to get bloodlusted. So he's getting close to the Radiance. 14 minutes, that's the timing you're looking at for an Alchemist usually. And I think he's going to have it at that time, unless maybe they go for a gank on him, but it could be tricky.
Dragon Lance up on Nando here in the bottom lane, goes in for the waveform, then TP's home. Catching up okay. The problem is when your carry Morphling is this poor of a start, the real heroes that suffer are the supports. They're the ones who have to anticipate smoke
Dire's top
ganks,
tower
go
is
in
under
deep to
attack.
drop wards, sit behind you a lot of the time, and you see them starting to really slip as far as net worth goes. And I think, very importantly, Tim's the lower of the two in net worth. This hero really needs a blink to have an impact later on.
That's why we see DC with Misery. They focus on him. Even if he's the 5 position, they give him so much room. Tim's at arrowed. It looks like he was there for a moment, but he was actually just sitting around mid, making sure he wasn't going to get caught.
That
Blink.
sweet D-ward by Abed gets the Greevil's Greed D-ward.
How much gold did they give him, by the way?
133.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice bit of gold.
Not too shabby.
And he's got that relic, or excuse me, the recipe very soon, but so too does iceiceice, or rather, at least the relic.
Oh, this would be huge. Killing
Blink.
iceiceice now.
Lasso.
Doesn't have mana. His deaths in game number 1 ended up coming back for Honey. Will it happen again here? Undying comes in. Will it be Old Lamb to
There
the
it is.
rescue? It doesn't happen. That death they can roll forward, but the turnaround comes now. It's Old 11 coming in hot. The arrows up the mark, but still Nando gets caught out. Can he transform away? Old 11 slams the door on him. It's a double dunk. Not gonna get the triple, so our predictions fail to come true.
That was a beautiful double
Radiant's
call
top
from
tower
Old
is
11.
under
They did
attack.
not expect the blink dagger from the axe. They were sitting together, and he just goes straight in
Radiant
for it.
structures
And now
are
they'll get a
fortified.
victory tier 1 tower more than
Radiant's
likely as
top
the glyph
tower
is
is
forced
under
to
They,
use
attack.
already.
they have Radiance, they have Armlet, and the level 2 ultimate on Abed. They can actually fight this mod.
They're gonna go in. They have unstable concoction, but no mana. They get the earth spike. There's the finger. Old 11's
Gonna go down here. EHOME, will they lose more? Is the question. They're moving on to Old Chicken. All of a sudden, mana drain, or rather, the mana. Oh, mana drain it is. I'm confusing that in the leak.
It's there's so many mana.
But they get a kill on the axe.
Radiant's
It's a nice
bottom
kill.
tower is under
I mean, to
attack.
me, that's still really pretty good for Execration overall because they got the Naga kill, so they get their Radiance. They delay the Naga's Radiance. Sure, they lose 2 heroes after that, but you're willing to trade some of those lower tier heroes at this stage of the game.
I think so. And Nando is going to get some more room after dying and respawning down bottom, but Chemo is very far up top lane.
No stuns, though.
TP's going to come through. Yeah, he's actually going to live. Yeah, just as you mentioned. TP's out, no problem. Good awareness, and Tims was not able to help. Tims was the other hero in that top lane. There's no way he could help him if he doesn't have a TP there, so that's luckily enough. But here's the gang squad. Old Chicken and Old 11, the old boys down bottom looking for Nando. Or maybe not.
Looking for the young boys.
They can
That sounded very wrong.
they have a blink call ready for Nando, and they're going to use it. There's the Battle Hugger. The arrow will be right on the mark, and I don't think he can strike more fast enough.
And Old 11 dunk. Does the old man
Dire's
have
middle
it?
tower
Wave,
is under
TP.
attack.
I'm out of here, buddy.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Nice play from Nando.
And meanwhile, Chemo just banging away at this tower mid. iceiceice is here, has the Psalm available.
Yeah.
They're going to commit it for the Chemo kill.
And the tower.
And the tower deny. A nice little play by
Dire's middle
EHOME.
tower
2 for
has
1.
been denied.
Chemo is
He's done though.
he loses his last infused raindrop. The Starstorm will come through, and it's a couple of right
Meanwhile,
clicks
top
to the kill.
Fenrir. He's going to bring in a buddy. It's Old 11. Recalls him forward. RR didn't see it coming, but he blinks out in time. Quick reaction there. Pim's also hunting around under cover of Invis.
No finger. He needs at least another hero, if not 2, in order to be able to find a kill. I think he's just trying to get maybe some wards down or a courier snipe. He does find the courier, not able to get it though. But RR spotted out, realizes that they're hunting him, and he's going to be able to go into the trees with Firefly. But now there's an
Radiant's
Aghanim
top
Scepter picked
tower
up
is under attack.
for Old Chicken on that Mirana. That's dangerous.
Who's going to get the jump here? Old 11 just strutting up on the tower, daring Execration to fight him.
Chemo will be the arrow tanker, and it'll be fine. But then TPing bottom, Abed now has Boots of Travel, and so all right, he's up to 12,000 LD. He's again, you said it. He has to do the backbreaking work and Execration.
He's very ahead of the Noggin right now. 5k net worth up. Yeah, you kind of expected a bit with Grievel's Greed, but snowballs from here because he has the Boots of Travel. Naga still has to farm 1,400 gold to get hers. So by the time that she gets her Boots of Travel, he's well on his way to his Manta Style or his Octarine Core, and he could just keep on out farming her. Will it be by a large enough margin? Not sure yet, but it's enough that I don't think EHOME are comfortable.
Sentries, but they didn't leave in time, and Chemo just gets called down. As they had Moonlight Shadow, they should have known, but fortunately he just wasn't able to get out of the area. And RR is now going to be chased next, and
This axe has been doing work ever since he got the blink. Only 3 kills for himself, but feels like he's had a psychological impact on Execration as well. And with that kill, allows them to set up another deep ward. trying to constrain the Alk, trying to limit the Morphling, who quietly farms away. It's not a carry who hugely benefits in general from the Aghanim Scepter. I mean, I guess you could hybrid this game.
You hybrid the Naga, and then you can use all non-ultimate abilities, right? With hybrid, I believe is how it works.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
For farming, I guess.
It's not. I wouldn't necessarily think it's your first Aghanim pickup. Old 11 getting stunned here, though. They're going to bring in the Alk. They may look to fight this. Tim, though, does not have a Blink Dagger. Old 11 being burnt down. Will they get in range for that stun? iceiceice has the ultimate ready, though. Finger, that's a lot of commitment, and they're going to get turned on. Song, but it also brings in the Alchemist. He's got a Chemical Rage ready. I think they might be able to fight it.
Back.
Oh,
what a lasso into old chicken from RR. Still, though, RR is low, but they will be able to find the kill, even with the lasso. He almost dies to that Starstorm, and RR is the backup limping, but successful in getting that kill. It's huge. Gets him 700 gold just for that kill alone, and 1,000 gold exchange all
Hey,
across the board.
what were we talking about the hybrid? You can only hybrid your allies, right?
So, can you? All right, my bad.
So.
That sounds right.
Because that's when Vici would do it. It was like they would always have like the Undying Alk Morphling strat, and they would go for the double tombstone.
You know, I've never actually seen a Morphling hybrid. I don't think in competitive or regular game Dota. To be honest, though, or it's been a while if I have. And Hobbit will TP out.
He's gonna head towards the bottom lane, toggling the Radiance on and off here, and his fingers fresh, but. Looks like Manta well underway. So continues to maintain the pace of full tier 4 item ahead of iceiceice.
Yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about. When iceiceice gets boots of travel, Abed's gonna have his Manta style.
He's got Manta.
Yeah, this is perfect timing for Abed right now. Tim's and RR are need to help him by just sitting around and making sure. And again, he needs that Blink Dagger, and he's kind of getting a little closer. He's 900 gold. I'm sure that's the most he saved of this entire game. Also, he's on illusion duty. If you can manage her in any illusion, then that's pretty great.
They really need him to farm a Blink, though.
Yeah.
You can't pull your allies a Blink, unfortunately, as Alk. So.
I think they want to give him this bottom lane to farm, I believe.
That to me is probably the most important item. The problem is EHOME smoking and Moonlight Shadowing in. Hot in pursuit. They want this little lion.
I think they might have done that underneath the guise of a ward here towards this Roach Pit.
TP out. Batrider could blink and TP. Does he see it coming? The blink call misses. He blinks.
Oh, wow.
He dodges the auto attack. They might still find him though with the slow. Looking for the TP out.
Oh my! Is he gonna make it away?
RR pulling out the jukes. This is huge from the Batrider.
That was crazy. Like you said, right before the auto attack hit him, he's able to blink and dodge all of that damage coming through and avoid dying.
He like just stepped up, dodged the call. I think that was a bit by luck, and blinked out mid-Marana auto attack animation.
Yeah.
Sick reactions here by RR, making big plays for the team.
Bottom tier 2 getting assaulted. They'll trade the tier 1 away, or at least they'll take it down. No trade happening yet.
The graph is climbing, Maud, and you look at this EHOME draft. Heroes like Keeper of the Light, heroes like Undying, they don't really scale that well into the late game.
Right.
Certainly not without, an alchemist of their own to pull them Aghanim Scepters, which they will not have access to. Their carries scale decently well, Naga and Marana, but if I'm Execration, I'm fine with this situation. You have reliable lockdown, great pickoff potential, great burst damage, a host of supports that can really benefit from Ags. Like, sure, it's not that useful for the Morphling, but it's great on the Ogre Magi. It's really good on the Lion.
Ooh, this is a bait and a half, I think.
They do have that. Actually, sorry, the Naga backed away, but iceiceice can maybe be recalled in. Are they going to look for the jump? They get the call up in RR.
Just barely, too. There's going to be that decay, and the Starstorm with the Aghanim Scepter just melts him. Monom will get the kill on that rider. They might look for more. Here comes the arrow coming through, but Chemo, they're looking for the entangle, the ensnare rather. That's not going to happen. They won't be able to dive behind the tower. Instead, they'll just take it themselves.
Abed, Manta complete.
Monom just bought an armlet. Alright. That's one way to do it.
It's not a bad item against the Radiance Burn, just makes you a bit tankier. Really unconventional. Trying to think, why else would he?
You could do so much more with like utility items like pipe and stuff, and I'm kind of surprised, but whatever works.
Why armlet?
Allies.
I wish I could tell you, but we're gonna have to wait and see what it does.
Shadow bottom though, they're moving in, but there's a nice sentry here on the high ground. Oh, they're just out of range, unfortunately. Tim gonna get caught. It's gonna be a long time before this man gets his blink at the rate things are going.
Yep.
Down again.
I guess, again, every time you die like that, though, you're still saying space created for Nando and for Abed as well, who, again, is very, very farmed at this point now with his Mantis done, his Soul Booster's done, and he's on his way to his Octarine Core, and more than on his way at this point. My problem with EHOME and you talking about their skilling supports is that you have 3 heroes farming every bit of the map. A Naga Siren pushing on almost every lane. You have a Mirana who's using Starstorm to do the same, and then you have, obviously, the Axe to jungle if you want to, so you actively have to give your supports extra farm.
Yeah, you don't have an Alk. You're not going to be
exactly.
giving them free eggs. And
Right.
a bit about to complete the Octarine now, almost halfway there to the Mystic Staff. So
Dire's top tower.
he moves
is under
in mid lane.
attack.
He's just going to go for a solo pick on Fenrir. Rolls in. The song is there.
Oh, he tried
catches him out.
TPing.
He has the armor. He does not have Chemical Rage up. EO might be able to focus him down. Abed, this is a disaster if he drops. He gets caught. He gets called. He falls. Alchemist cannot be dying, and certainly not in that manner.
What is he doing there? The fighting underneath the enemy tier 2 to try to find a kill, and he almost did, but again, the song was there at a moment's notice.
Who cares if you kill Keeper of the Light?
Right.
That hero won't matter if you just farm. That is a big mistake.
That's not space created. Nando, he was not really farming at the time, and Abed, of course, going down is probably the biggest thing that can ever happen to your team. Execration, they'll avoid more damage being done to them, as Old Chicken was looking for an arrow top lane with no follow-up. Instead, they're going to send some heroes down bottom with Lanham. And no roast, by the way, just yet in this game, but I think that might change soon for EHOME.
I mean, even going for that dive, like, he didn't even have Chemical Rage up there.
No.
Maybe if he did, he could have gotten away with it and lived. Still a questionable play, but...
Tried TPing and the song was there. That was also... I mean, at least it wasn't...
I mean, they have a tier 2 up. Like, they're likely going to be ready. RR. Be getting caught out here on the top side of the map. Good double Starstorm, and Old Chicken finds another.
He would have survived had it not been the Manly, because he would have been able to fly up to the high ground, I believe, and that's just unfortunate for... It's just, look at the kill score, 6-16 now. EHOME are clearly doing the majority of the damage here, but again, it's only a 3,000 net worth lead, which they did garner over the last couple of minutes by killing Abed. Call's going to go on to some illusions. It's actually the replicate. Blade Mill will be on top. Colm? No. I mean, they know it's a Naga illusion, so no need.
Still very impressed by Nando. He has found a lot of farm considering how the lane's went. He's actually ahead of the enemy. Mirana should be farming better, but the thing is for Old Chicken, he didn't go BOCs this game. He went phase boost. So that really limits your ability to farm around the map. You do have recall from the Keep of the Light, which helps a bit, but here comes a Moonlight Shadow creeping around. Chemo, Tim, caught out. 2-hero blink call. They will get decimated.
Chemo will be the second. A double kill for Old 11.
And looking for a third. They're also going to find Abed again. Execration crumbling under the relentless pressure of EHOME. And look for more here. And they focus the Alk down as the ultimate ends. It's an easy pick-off. And suddenly an Alchemist that was 7K ahead of the Naga finds himself barely 4K on top.
Those kills give them about a 2,500 gold advantage. That's nuts. And again, it's just Abed getting caught out. They probably felt safe over towards their ancient stack. There's a war there. Again, the vision battle is being won by EHOME, which is what we predicted at the beginning of the game. And Execration, Nando has got his Dragon Lance, he's got his Lincoln Sphere, but he needs more. And that's maybe what can get you back into this game. With a shotgun, I suppose. Like you said, it's not great against Mirana, but...
I don't think you go shotgun against Mirana. I think you go just for more right-click items this game, like Butterfly, maybe Scotty. The thing is, like, Undying's even very tanky with an armlet and a Poi booster. Keeper of the Light has a mech and is always carrying raindrops. I just don't think there are any solo kills with a shotgun. It does go fairly well with the Lion, but I don't think this Lion's a relevant hero
He's picked up the Ghost Scepter,
with no blink at 27 minutes.
Nando has the Ghost Scepter. He had just purchased it, so I guess he feels confident in his ability with the shotgun to be able to bring somebody down. They are going to smoke up. That smoke's about to dissipate, but Thames will find Lanham, who does have not only the armor, but the point booster as well. I don't know if you can ever kill him, but here's the fight. The last Old 11 is going to get brought down to the low ground.
No song for 30 seconds. Could be an opening. They're going to find Old 11 and bring him down to the river. Can they focus him? They do. They move on to Abed. He's got the Chemical Rage up here as well as the armlet.
Though the Illuminate will come through and kill RR, but now that might be the end of the engagement. A 1-for-1, but no, the Moonlight Shadow's going to come through and they're trying to find more LD.
Abed, he needs the armlet toggle back on here. Oh, he gets sniped by Old Chicken. Another death for the Alchemist, and then Nando to fall possibly as well.
Wait for him, ready to go.
Quadruple Starstorm maybe coming in. He waves his way out. He's going to create a replicate, continue to creep. He's running out of strength to morph to, though. He gets focused, isolated, goes up there, replicate, juke. It doesn't matter. He falls again. Tim's forced to limp away. It feels like everything has just fallen apart since that no-faded move mid from the Alchemist.
Yeah, they had,
Radiant's top tower
they had,
is
like
under
you said,
attack.
a constantly growing net worth graph going back in their favor. They had the advantage coming. They had Nando farming very well. They were getting a couple of kills, but now they've lost control. They don't have map control. They've lost kills. And that last team fight shows you why. I mean, they kept that axe alive for so long, and there was nothing left in the tank after that. For Execration after that lasso came through, and they killed the axe. So all that's left now for EHOME potentially is to bust down these towers and get an Aegis to go along with it, perhaps. But maybe Abed can keep this game even if he still doesn't have that Aquamarine for it. He had that soul booster forever. I'm shocked, actually.
Naga actually beating him to the punch. That is extremely worrying if you're Execration. What was once a 6k gold lead over the enemy one position has now become scarcely a 1k advantage, and you're out. So the net worth isn't going to go as far. Not entirely out of it yet. A 10k gold deficit, but Execration with the lineup that can split push, that does have good pickoff potential. They have to get Alliance, and they cannot afford to let the out die for a while now. He gets his Octarine. He will build a split push much more effectively with this item pickup. Synergizes great with the Manta style, the Chemical Rage. But on top of this, like, you need to get even tankier here. They've been able to burst them and fight smart.
Yeah.
Oh, they're moving in. They find RR. The snipe is there.
Radiant's middle tower
That's the
is
gem
under
gone
attack.
as well. Chemo will TP out. Call's ready? No, he doesn't have it. He actually used it in that engagement, but still a gem down. Did he just buy that? Let's see. Looks like, yeah, he did. He literally just bought that. 845 left on the restock. No Execration. They had enough trouble with the gems last game, but it seems to have crossed over into this game as well.
EHOME. They were on the verge of getting knocked down after game 1, even heading into the early stages of game 2. It looked bleak. The early stages of game 3, not great. Sure, they were leading, but it felt like Execration were in control of the game, but veteran poise under pressure is coming through for them. 14,000 gold advantage, map control advantage, wards planted down everywhere. The gem, as you mentioned, snapped away from Captain Chemo. Execration are really on their last legs. They have to play virtually flawlessly from here on out to get back in.
That's not going to happen as Chemo is going to get caught with a call and a call. Going to be the adaptive strike from at least one R. Actually uses his lasso on the Lincoln Spear that was just merged by Old Chicken. And now Lana's coming in. They're going to have the Tombstone. Unstable Concoction dodged by the Manta Style, but for now that looks to be the end of the engagement. Maybe they'll go back in, adaptive strike again into Old 11, the Radiance Bird for the illusions, but that should be the end of it.
Allies.
Moonlight Shadow under the illusions. Kind of funny.
Well, what's Alk gonna be buying here? Oh no, sorry, that's the Eagle Song. So, Shotgun is ready. You have Shotgun into Finger. Pretty strong combo. Maybe they're gonna give Tim an Axe. It's not...
Get out of the face first.
it's not all over yet, but... I just feel the Alchemist is falling off. He's even in net worth, but he can't really stand in the fights. I'm wondering what that next item will be. AC isn't that great. There's a lot of magic bursts from the Mirana. You go for like a heart instead, just for raw HP to deal with that. Shiva's is traditional pickup with this build, but again, EHOME are more about magic damage with Bale and Mirana. So I'm not sure if just getting armor is the way to go here. I actually like the idea of a heart, but that seems you already have the Octarine on top of that, so I don't know if they want to go that route with Abed. Regardless of the choice, they're getting hemmed in their base. They can barely get out. Again, the map control belongs to EHOME with the vision they have, the advantage there. Chemo got out to put one ward over towards the Roche pit, which Roche, they still have the Ace for 2 minutes. There's no more outer towers for Execration and EHOME. Again, now all they have to do is keep the waves pushed out and go for a high ground push, I suppose. Looks like they're going to group up to do just that. They're going to send the illusions in. The Old 11 will finish up his BKB, have that ferried out to him.
They pushed it mid, but they decided to not go just yet.
EHOME definitely in the driver's seat here, now closing on a 20k gold lead at 33 minutes. It was so close, Mott. That one out death, it feels like it's just set up a chain reaction of disaster. As Old 11 moves in, Moonlight Shadow is there. The whole Naga swarm of illusions pushing all these lanes, and EHOME fishing with arrows. We'll have a go at mid.
Sidestep the arrow coming in, and Abed will be able to push out the mid lane using his illusions, but Old Chicken will deal with that very quickly, so that illusion's gone. Again, they have Aegis only for a minute longer, so I don't know if EHOME will actually go.
We're waiting on the Axe BKB. It's going to arrive now. I think they may try to force this. The other thing is EHOME, they have songs, so they can use the Song of the Siren, song a couple of heroes on one side of the lanes, siege the other with Naga illusions. Like there are some cheeky ways for them to try and gain the map control advantage. And the other thing is, if it's going to come down to who pushes lanes better, one team is Keeper of the Light as well as a Radiant split pusher, the other is not. So I favor EHOME in a war of attrition here.
That's how I feel about it as well. I don't like. Even if you can push the creep waves out, I don't think they're going to be out for very long. So even if they are able to get a couple of kills, I don't see them being able to push high ground or anything like that. I mean, there's still Tissues alive for EHOME, so I mean, EXECRATION have to win a fight first, and that doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. Again, though, the shotgun is available. Aegis is now gone. You have their Lion Blink yet. Nope, 1,800 gold. Didn't hit that so badly.
Tim's would have had this blink faster if he just sat in the fountain, but had he done that, his carries may have fed more. So it's a rock and a hard place for the starved support. I mean, I think Morphling should be letting him last hit, though. This is... You want the blink, man. That is your reliable follow-up damage after last hit to get a kill.
Invisibility.
But he ain't getting it.
No, not yet anyway.
The struggle.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, do you go for a smoke for EXECRATION? They have one on Demo, but I guess you have to keep the lanes pushed out first, because otherwise, take 3 tower damage, but...
EXECRATION, as was the story in game number 2. Dead even through the mid game, and then it all seemed to fall apart. This time they haven't lost all hope yet, though. The rack's yet to fall. Under heavy duress here. EHOME fighting the never-ending war against these Alchemist illusions, but they have the tools to do it with Gandalf by their side. You can see the lanes are permanently arced on the EXECRATION side of the map, and barring a smoke gank, barring a bold move outwards, they're going to stay there.
Yeah. It's so hard. It's so hard for them to even be able to...
Oh, they get a net off. They're going to move on. Maybe.
Yeah, Riptide's going to come in. Starstorm, see you later. Old Chicken will find the kill, and he just, again,
Jesus,
melts.
that nuke damage.
It's so good. The Starstorm damage comes down, and that's all they really need.
That and a Veil on your
Yeah, exactly. The Veil on top will even make it even worse.
Another arrow. Off the mark. But they're killing these out illusions so quickly. Like, maybe one gets out, kills one creep wave.
Being very diligent about that, which is great. And they've Moonlight Shadow. They're going to maybe try to group up for the first time. They'll deal with the illusions down bottom. Firefly
Fire's going to go. The song. He's out of range. He doesn't find the bat. Oh, they barely catch him out. Can they find the follow-up? Old 11 has the BKB. He's going to go back in. He wants to. He calls an illusion.
This is not the best fight right now. Nando from the backside trying to go for Fenrir, but doesn't do nearly enough damage. The point pusher next keeps him alive.
With ease. And at this is the Naga Inner Prime. He'll have that song back in 15 seconds. That's nothing ventured. Just the BKB. But Lion Blink. There's yet a small ray of hope for the Pinoy squad.
Did you the blink in from or the leap in? No, the blink in from Old Chicken, and then Starstorm. He had like 3 or 4 of them hit up onto the Morphling. It did half of his HP in terms of damage.
The Great Illusion Wars. They rage on.
Well, Roche might be up soon, though. It is. We're going to find out when that Roche will respawn momentarily, and that might be what EHOME waits for. There is a BKB picked up, though, for Nando, for the Morphling. Allows him to be a bit more aggressive with that shotgun. Probably go full Agi, or at least close to full Agi.
You know what they say about going full Agi, Mod.
Sometimes it can be really bad, but no. In this situation, I think he has to. Nando is a little far up. He has Replicate. Lincoln Sphere will go. They actually use the song. They're going to catch him out of position.
They're going to cancel the song, though. It's him to come in and make a huge play. Oh, this one.
Now they're coming through. The lasso is up on the Old Chicken. They did get the Naga Siren though in the back to Nando. And now Old Chicken might be next. The acid spray, the right click.
Nando, the comeback here. They're gonna get 200. They're looking for more.
Oh, can they catch anybody? I don't think so. Abed didn't see Fenrir off with the high ground. Old 11 is gonna walk through the mid lane.
Oh my god, that has to be at least like a 5-6k gold swing.
Let's see.
Oh, actually not that much. Okay.
For 2 heroes,
4K.
for 2 heroes, it was that much more. Oh my god.
I mean, they're down a lot, man. They're down 20k gold, but it will end up being a 5-6k gold swing as they'll take this tower. They may even get the tier 1 bottom if the Execration wants to rotate there, or can threaten high ground and try to force out buybacks, but that is risky.
Yes.
Do they have their own in case they overextend? They do in the Morphling of the out, so they're going to risk it. They're going for the big play here. Execration, 1 buyback.
Yeah, they're not going to get a second, I don't believe.
They're still sticking around.
Abed is being very particular about this. They'll back up together instead and TP out and not lose a single soul. It looks like in that push, and a lot of damage done to the tier 3 tower mid.
I don't think they were ready for that BKB Morphling.
No, I don't think so.
They committed everything with the Saw and Arrow combo. He just calmly turns the fight.
And this is now, the Alchemist was struggling in that mid game the past couple of minutes, but now he has room to buy his team.
Hey, look who's winning the Illusion Wars now. Creep waves all shoved past the river, or at least to the river in the case of the mid lane.
Now that tier
Alchemist
1
is coming back.
And that tier 1 wasn't there bottom lane, and it probably pushed even further, but as you can see, the tier 1 sitting at 115 HP and deny range now. Obana can go ahead and deny it if need be. And he will have an Aghanim Scepter. He's going to buy it and fly it out, and that's where this game gets a bit easier for an Undying, but it's still an Undying in the late game situation alongside a Keeper the Light.
They're very farmed though, that's
right.
Especially the Undying, but once you get an Ags on this Lion, the Ogre, they're right up there with them, so... See an Aghanim come out for the Alk. Who's he gonna give it to?
That's the question. Who do you give this Aghanim Scepter to? Who's the likely candidate?
Who's it gonna be? He's heading towards Nando.
Yeah, he's gonna go to Nando.
Special delivery.
We get the hybrid.
Here, Morphling. Come on, buddy. No, okay, it looks like it's time for the Morphling. Or at least he's in no hurry to claim his prize.
Everyone's actually walking up top, including EHOME, who are making their
Nando's
way.
like, you come to me, my friend, but there's a lot of stuff about to break out here.
They gave it to Morphling. They have hybrid now, but they're all tipping away, and it looks like they'll all make it out. Moonlight Shadow's going to be useless here. It's not going to be able to find anything, and they lose the tier 2 tower, I believe, as well. So that's just a quick hit and run that works perfectly for Execration.
They have, I guess, another Alchemist now.
Yes. Wow. Very true.
Cannot use the chemical raids though.
Where's that hybrid? Where is that thing?
No, he hasn't actually used it yet.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's anyone else you would really want to hybrid?
60-second cooldown. Oh, it's 20-second duration too.
I'm not sure that's the hero you want to be. Like, to me, these supports are really squishy and easily burst. Like, sure, hybrid's a strong ability, but kind of like the idea of giving it to the Lion and the Ogre, just so they're not like so easily brought down.
I think the Ogre.
One Starstorm and a Riptide, you're just dead.
I think the Ogre would be my choice in that situation. Roche, by the way, is being taken currently, and it's actually below half health.
This is so freaking cheesy, though, dude. You're gonna have replicates, hybrids, Alpha Illusion. Just, I thought Naga was dirty, but Execration may have found a way to one-up that.
Well, there's the hybrid. It's walking through. It's only got a couple seconds left. Where's he going? He's just walking straight down mid.
Oh, so you can't use the Chemical Rage, but if he already has Chemical Rage active, the hybrid will have it active. Okay. Alright, so you have 2 Chemical Rage Alchemists. Seems pretty good.
And then you just throw down an acid spray, and
you only get it for 20 seconds, but that's still gonna produce damage.
I'm still with you. I don't know about yeah.
I mean, with him having Chemical Rage, that seems pretty annoying.
Alright, that was, by the way, not Cheese Roche. That was the second Roshan. So it's just the Aegis picked up for Old Chicken. Old Chicken, Lincoln Sphere. We haven't really checked any EHOME's items recently. It's been all about who are we seeing the Aghanim Scepter going for Execration. And EHOME's items are, as you would imagine, you have the Diffusal Blade where he talked about the Aghanim Scepter for Lanham. Old 11 has picked up a Lotus Orb, so he can just make sure he can just take off any debuffs or anything that's a problem.
Yeah, really good versus the Lions to deal with the Hex, as well as the Batrider Lasso.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Alright, Mott. This one ain't over yet.
43 minutes, and we could go even longer, potentially.
I just... Alchemist strutting out everywhere. Old 11's like, I must spin. I must chop. There's too many targets. Now Abed, his finest creation about to be complete here. The Assault Caress. Still has room for a Moonshot. Also worth mentioning, we often forget about this, but they have Bloodlust. Bloodlust with 2 right-clicking carries late game. Do not underestimate. Tread with caution.
I mean, you get like a Maelstrom Mjolnir with Alchemist, and he gets Bloodlust, and you're like max, or not even max, I don't know what attack speed you're at, but it's ridiculous, I'll tell you that much. And then all of a sudden, you're just dying instantly to this hero if you can lock any targets down with the Alchemist. So we'll wait and see where.
Man, if EHOME lose this game, oh my goodness.
That's a tilting loss. Then you go into the losers bracket with this loss on your back, with a Naga and a Mirage.
I mean, the game felt. Look at the graph, look at the map control. The game felt entirely over. They had shut down the Alk. They killed him like 3 times in a row. But they have yet to take that lane of Rax. They've only exposed the north lane, and they're heading south.
Ours sitting in a nook where they don't have vision, and if EHOME walk up even a little bit, I think he wants to go.
Lasso?
He's gonna go now.
He
He's
gets
bringing
him.
in there, and Olaf is in trouble. He's got BKB to finger. He's done. Shotgun will go first, and Nando's gonna clear up.
They're gonna kill the
tombstone
tombstone.
as well.
They're gonna look for more. Ice in pretty far. Does have a song available. There is no axe buyback.
They're just backing up.
But they're ratting it out a little bit top. Good news is Tims, as the Lion, can quickly deal with those Naga illusions.
Yeah.
This is truly a chess match between
that
these
replicant is doing some work against Fenrir. And he's gonna go in.
Hey,
for
buddy.
it.
How you doing?
Used, and now he's gonna turn to Lanham and say, "What's up?" Decay is there though. Lanham very
He can get more. That ultimate's ended. Does have the armlet available. Song has been cracked. Abed will stun himself, but iceiceice is on the run. It's EXECRATION hunting EHOME. They don't have vision for Lanham.
Yeah, he has no detection, and he's gonna be able to TP away, luckily enough. But they're fighting back LT. They're getting these engagements going their way.
I mean, EHOME did a little bit of damage to the range racks. Let's remember, this is a game of objectives, but just chipping away to range racks will not win you this game. You need at least mega creeps, and even then, one of these teams might be able to win in the throne race if they're not careful.
Even if they kill that top lane of racks, I don't know how much they care.
This is not a 1 lane of racks game. I don't even think it's a 2 lane of racks game.
No.
It's mega creeps. If you have buybacks, you're pretty good.
All right, well.
But Alk and Morphling can base race. These heroes hit buildings very hard.
Yeah, and he's picking up a Scotty now for the Morphling, not to mention obviously the Aghanim Scepter that he already has. And is there another axe coming out after he built the Moonshot? Not yet anyway. He just finished that item up. He sold his armlet for it too. Now he is 6-slotted completely.
And now the supports. They have waited so long for this. Tim's half his life practically.
Chemo's even worse,
That
man.
Blink took him like what, 37 minutes to get or something.
Yeah, I'd say.
He could all of a sudden be more farmed than the light here.
And Chemo is...
Ogre, it's Ogres. Ogre doesn't even know what he's missing.
He doesn't
look
have
at that
anything.
idiot.
Arcane.
Have you heard of him before?
Like, I'm trying to get Yules the entire game. It's even worse. Pretty much. That's pretty much where he's at. He's at Peon level from Warcraft 3 at this point in time. It's really bad at this point for EHOME, or excuse me, for EXECRATION's supports. And, yeah.
It's now a 10k gold lead, which, considering the drafts, considering the stage of the game, is a mild lead at best. EHOME creeping
Dire's
up, but the
bottom
lanes
tower
are being
is under
cut here.
attack.
Alchemist Illusion cutting the bottom lane. Nando getting to work top.
Like
They
that.
hold the high
They
ground.
have a Hex Roll Chicken. Lasso, they get it on. There's the call in time. All of them was there. They
But the
still got
Saw?
Siren.
He's gonna stun himself here. And no, he misses! He gets the flop out, and now he's gonna move in. On the iceiceice, Nando dealing with the tombstone. They're gonna look for more. EHOME needs to take the game. He doesn't feel like they're going to take the time. Can they get the call? No, they managed to turn it around. That illuminate damage.
That was a
massive from
sick
EHOME. He owns them
Radiant's
all
middle tower
and
is
just
under
nukes the
attack.
crap out of EXECRATION.
That was insane.
The Illuminate with the Veil, and I think they also got like a Riptide and Radiance was burning with the Moonlight, or the Starstorm rather. That is a lot of damage.
That fight looked real bad, so bad for EHOME, but it's just... Can't believe it turned around like that. That Illuminate actually did so much work for them without it.
With the Veil, that is insane AoE damage. Nando's going in though.
He wants to fight hold on him as well as Fenrir is done with the shotgun. Now he's going to turn his attention with the right click. Lon's going to get caught out. Here's the song though. no backup. Off cooldown, iceiceice is going to come in. The arrow is going to hit. Now he's in trouble, but here comes old 11. Abed as well. Making up that tanky.
Abed gotta be careful here. Abed does not have buyback. They're chasing him out. Moving in a bit deeper.
And Blasto ready to go.
Morphling also has buyback, but he also may need to use it.
Yeah, he's going to have to use his buyback here. Luckily, he's pretty much got all the items he needs. He's roughly 6-slotted with the exception of a Moon Shard. RR has his Blasto backup ready again. An old chicken. He's got his Lincoln Sphere.
Shadows take.
We're at that stage of the game where just not having a buyback can instantly cost you everything.
Yep.
Lower bracket is not where you want to be in the wild card. That is probably the most stressful position you can be at. I would say up until like deep into the main event.
I would agree. This is your tournament life.
It's one thing if you're in the BO1s in the main event, like you had your shot in the group stage, but to have 4 teams come into the wild card, only 2 emerge, and then you spend 2 weeks in Seattle wishing you were playing much. That, I think it is the deepest cut.
Yeah, for sure. And all 4 of these teams, including EXECRATION, have shown they are no pushovers. They deserve, I think, all 4 of these teams deserve a shot at TI. And right now,
this is your shot.
Yeah,
you gotta earn your place in the main event.
And they're not forcing the buyback out from the Morphling right now. He is 13 seconds in, he's respawning without any.
This is great buyback. Great defense here now. Still don't have an Alchemist buyback, and that's where EHOME can maybe punish. Our first Rax finally crumbles to dust. The ranged top. It is but chip in the armor of EXECRATION, though.
Very small chip in the armor.
Honestly, it's more the kills that matter right now. Of course, the out buybacks, killing the Alchemist and preventing him from buying back with the 4.5 minutes to go. That's where you can really start chopping wood.
I've heard of slow siege, but this is a very slow siege. Old chicken jumps in.
A bold strut forward, chemo.
Oh my god.
And this is why the supports need the ice.
Yeah.
Man, they just need the HP. Look at this ogre.
If there's any follow-up to that, and then chemo's dead.
And that's an ogre McGee.
Yeah.
It's a tanky mother.
He was tanky. He does have a Yule Scepter now, which will help. Actually set up a lot of kills, potentially. And also break Lincoln Spheres as well.
But I'm just seeing creeps being dragged the wrong direction. Where are you guys going?
Dire's middle tower
back
is under
in that lane.
attack.
You should see iceiceice is back at the base, potentially. Not sure if they know it's the real one. Illuminate clears the group wave down bottom, and at some point, someone's going to have to make a move.
You say that, but there's an Alchemist and a Naga in this game. Nobody has to make a move, Mont.
I mean,
let's be real.
At the very least, we might have to find another Aghanim Scepter pretty soon. He has 3,000 surplus, 3,200. He needs another 1,000 to have buyback before the skill without
Nando and iceiceice having a little fun in the top lane here. There's the net. Maybe he gets forced out.
He's going to TP home. That's a lot of damage, though. Now they get the last off an old 11. Back, they get the finger off as well. He's low. The Solar, there's the mech on top, but it's too much damage.
Oh, he goes back. They're going to saw prep, set up, arrow coming through. It's so whipped, and it's private right now. Nando's able to wave away.
But Abed's in trouble. He's got no buyback, and he is going to fall down for 108 seconds, and that's just too much. Now you've got to defend without your Alchemist. It's going to have to do so much work for your Morphling.
And no hybrid either. They truly have no Alch. EHOME still have to be careful though. That shotgun combo can quickly burst heroes down.
Nemo takes 4 Starstorms to the dome and will go down as well. Old chicken blowing up by Nando, but now he's going to get called, and Nando might be in trouble. He does have buyback, and he will go down to the decay. After the solar, they find the net on his him as well. He'll force himself back. He's just trying to get away from the illusions now. iceiceice takes the adaptive switch, but now the Rack in trouble. The range will be the first to fall. 3 dead. I don't know, LT. This might be it.
They fought heart and soul. They had their shots in the series mod, but it's just one dieback that could cost them, likely will cost them everything. Is the mid lane under siege, no out for 50. Nando can't do it alone. Dota is a team game, and EHOME, they've got the numbers. They've taken 2.5 lanes. They're closing in on 3. A win here. They move along into the winner bracket finals. They'll have 2 shots. Can Morphling somehow play the hero? Nando will try, but it's just ain't gonna happen.
No! He didn't have his BKB at the tail end of the TP, and that's it. Then you have to GG out. No buybacks.
It's nothing but O-lots here for EXECRATION. Down to the lower bracket. Not out of it yet, but a long road to travel if they want to make it to the main event. For EHOME, they take the shorter path. Still, this was a shaky performance mod. This was not the EHOME we were expecting. I think EXECRATION